All right, thank you so much, my love. And the first point I want to share, this is for me, a man coming to ladies. Please be self-sufficient as a lady. What I mean by that is you don't have to have all the millions. Whatever you're doing, whether you are doing a handwork or maybe you are going to school or you just graduated or you are a working lady, you're a professional lady, whatever you're doing, be self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Because if you have everything that you need, you'll not be driven by the materialism that somebody is
Yeah.
bringing from the US, UK, Canada, or Australia, whatever it is. Just be self-sufficient. Whatever you're doing, be contented. You
Winifred and the husband get message for our guests this December. Una know say normal level I no dey share all dis kind con ten t, but sense dey wetin dem dey talk about. Make una share am give una sisters wey dey back home, that's Africa, make dem learn from dis thing wey Winifred and the husband dey talk. Una know say Christmas don come now o. Boys from different countries dem dey come Nigeria. Make una dey careful o. Na be the advice when Winifred and the husband come advise our ladies. Make I leave una make we lis ten to them, and also make una abeg subscribe to my YouTube channel Edoblog Gist TV for more.
They are coming back, guys. Ladies, especially the I just got back guys on your Instagram feed, Canadian guys, American guys, they are coming back this Christmas for Dirty December. So we have a few tips to share with you, things to look out for, things you should be wary of. And I believe this will bless you. I was able to drag my darling husband to join me to make this video because I believe that his perspective will bless you. So I'll let him start with the first tip.
All right, thank you so much, my love. And the first point I want to share, this is for me, a man coming to ladies. Please be self-sufficient as a lady. What I mean by that is you don't have to have all the millions. Whatever you're doing, whether you are doing a handwork or maybe you are going to school or you just graduated or you are a working lady, you're a professional lady, whatever you're doing, be self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Because if you have everything that you need, you'll not be driven by the materialism that somebody is bringing from the US, UK, Canada, or Australia, whatever it is. Just be self-sufficient. Whatever you're doing, be contented. You don't need to have all the millions and billions. Be contented. Because what we have seen so far is that, unfortunately, again, it's not a general statement, but unfortunately, we have seen that a lot of ladies, they are driven by their stomach. They are driven by their stomach. They are driven by materialism. Oh, I'm so poor. I'm so broke. Let me come out. I need a guy that will come out, a Prince Charming with all the millions that will come and take me out of my poverty. And for some of them, marriage and relationship is more of like a poverty alleviation scheme. For some, the difference between some and a beggar is just that the beggar has plates in their hands, but for them, they have their legs wide open, ready to, no man can come and woo you by whatsoever dollars they are bringing from abroad. You already have what you need. So nobody can woo you. That is just that. Be self-sufficient. Make your own money. Live your own life. Be contented. So that whenever a guy is coming around you from abroad, once you see that they are a walking red flag, you can be able to detect that red flag quickly. But when you are hungry and the guy is coming as a huge red flag, even you yourself, because of your hunger, you use your hand, put your hand in green paint and start painting the guy green, even though you know it's a real red billboard. But you paint him green. Why? Because you are hungry. So, but if you have your own money, somebody cannot move you by what they are bringing from abroad. So I'll stop there for now.
Thank you, my darling husband. My goodness. Number 2 from me would be for you to put on your investigative hat. Like, you really need to investigate, because a lot of people live separate lives when they visit their home countries for Dirty December or the festive period, right? So when you see them on social media, on Instagram, they seem like all that. But you have to investigate to make sure that the person that is coming to ask you out, even marry you or propose to you, is mentally stable. Above all, that they are not married to someone else in the abroad. A lot of people have a history of, even fleeing from mental facilities. Now, this is not a mockery or anything, right? But they will not tell you their history. And that would definitely impact somehow in the future your relationship with them. Some of them have a whole family over here in the abroad. Some of them do not actually have, a stable source of income. Some of them are leaving lies on social media, right? So they're doing the whole fake it till you make it kind of thing. So you have to really put on your investigative hat. I know that it's not so much of what you can do. Of course, you have to pray for the spirit of discernment, but as much as it lies within you, you have to make sure you investigate this. That would be my first tip, and I'll let my husband continue.
All right, thank you so much. Just adding a point at what you said about having families.
Yeah.
We know this guy to guy, man to man. A lot of men who moved abroad, not everyone. Again, it's not a general statement.
It's not general.
When I say a lot of, it's not a lot of globally. It's a lot of from my perspective. I see a lot of men who moved abroad, they were able to secure their stay through marriage.
Mhm.
So the reason why they are abroad is because they have somebody, it can be a white lady, it can be a black lady, that they are in a marriage contract with, and it is
True.
through that contract they were able to secure their stay abroad. So when they are coming to you, they will not tell you these things. So you need to investigate.
Mhm.
And most times you will know more of a man through the friends. So you don't just keep the man as your friend only. Try and be friends with the friends he has. Trace his background. If he's going to a church abroad, trace that church, trace that job, trace the friends, and find out for yourself before you go into that relationship with the person. But again, somebody who has sufficiency will know to do this thing, but somebody who is hungry will not think of these things. I will stop for now.
Yeah. I want to add this. Do not let your guard down and go, get pregnant for a guy who has promised you marriage just on the premise of promise, right? So, a lot of guys, this is not a general statement like my husband has pointed out, right? But we've seen this happen time and time again. And we're just saying this to you, for you to be cautious. So do not go let your guard down and then get pregnant for a guy who's only visiting for 2-3 months. And then you're left stranded with a whole child. And maybe God now wants to really bless you. You even get pregnant with twins or triplets, right? So please do not sell yourself cheap. Do not let your guard down and just open your legs for any guy that says, I just got back and he has some dollars to throw around. I'll let my husband continue.
All right. So on a final note, the last 2 points I want to share, before I share my final, let me just share this point. The point is this. When we say find out, do your investigative process, it's very important. It's not just for the sake of you securing your trip abroad to go and stay with your boyfriend or your husband. It's also for your own good. Again, not everyone who is coming from abroad actually have the stay overseas.
That's true.
For some, even though they are staying abroad, they may have criminal records, which kind of hinders them from being permanent residents or even becoming citizens. Because for countries like US, Canada, and several other countries, if you have some kind of bad criminal records, you cannot proceed to become a full-fledged legal resident or a citizen. So you now moving abroad with such a person, you're just going to be in a mess immigration-wise. So again, put on your thinking cap. And lastly, I'm not a fan of long-distance relationships. It works for some, but on a personal note, I'm not a fan of it because again, you don't, especially when the person has some shady character, you cannot tell what they are doing. They cannot tell what you're doing.
True.
So as a lady, don't be quick to open your legs for somebody who is coming with some dollars to throw around and you now end up having a baby or you are pregnant and he is doing his own stuff overseas. You don't know. And at that point, the person can even just dump you and you are left with a child and everything is ruined. Your life is put on hold. So that will not be your portion. But again, be on guard.
Yeah.
And finally, the other thing I wanted to share, when talking about I just came back, it's not just for guys, it also happens to ladies. I made a video a few weeks back where I said, from my perspective, I have come to understand that ladies travel abroad more than men.
That's true.
Most men will not want to travel unless it's a work visa. They're looking for the visa that allows them to hustle, to make that cash. But for ladies, they can travel on visit, they can travel, most of them, they study. And you see, a lot of these ladies in Canada, in US, they have established, they are not even citizens, they have documents, but something is missing, they don't have a husband. So many of them right now, they are lonely, they are successful abroad, but they are lonely. Now they now have to start visiting, their home country more often in search of a husband. So even as a guy, you should also be on the guard too. Don't just open your eyes because, this lady that is coming, she's a citizen. That's your own way, your own direction to Jabba. Be on the lookout. Look for the right wife because not everybody can be the right wife for you. There are beautiful ladies, there are good ladies out there, but not every lady is good for you. Know the one that God has chosen for you. God bless you.
God bless you guys. And please make sure to take note of this and back every of your decision up with prayer. Thank you, my love, for joining me.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, my love. Bye.
Bye.